This is something that I witnessed, our guests witnessed, and then we caught on camera.
Was it on all fours?
My name is medium Bianca Rose, and I am here at My Haunted Manor USA with my best friend, the Queen of Darkness, Shannon Collins.
Bianca mentions that she had a vision in her tank of this creature, and she kind of describes it as like almost like a witch, real skinny, all black, long black stringy hair.
I also wrote Underground Railroad, saving slaves, so many children in hiding.
We want to know who this woman is.
What happened here last week, I explained to you that I was going to leave the doll in the building, why I wasn't here with Trey and a couple guests from the UK, and they saw some pretty crazy stuff.
Adam, if I'm correct, can you... That was not nice. Oh, what was that?
What we caught here last week with the girls from the UK was unnerving, to say the least.
I am shuffling. Did you see the shadow? Did you see it?
Where was it?
It was right across the door. It was changing sleep.
This is what the My Haunted Project is all about, you know. This is something that I witnessed, our guests witnessed, and then we caught on camera. And that's why we do what we do here. And seeing a handprint form tells us that this thing is crawling around, scurrying in this building. This is something that no one has reported seeing, something I've never seen, I never thought I would see here. So Daryl and I went into the kids' room to see if this thing could be something explainable, you know, if the carpet could bunch up and look like handprints, you know, with the shadow of the flashlight. We went in there, it's an old runner carpet rug. It's real tight, you know, it's sturdy. It's not something that you can easily manipulate like that or anything. So, you know, we weren't able to explain this. We think this is actually something paranormal. What is it? We don't know.
One thing that we didn't catch that night that a fan actually brought to our attention, there's a moment where Trey and Sue are here in the servants' quarters, and it almost looks like a hand goes on top of Sue's head. Take a look at this.
Hold back just a hair.
Is there a breeze coming from in there? Yes, freezing.
See it go away?
Yeah, okay.
And it doesn't look like her eye level moves.
No. I don't see like separation of fingers. It's like a big furry paw or something.
It looks like a mitten.
Yeah.
So it does it again.
It's like a black mass. Watch. The next one, it's more prominent.
Watch. You keep an eye on her eye level. Doesn't look like it changes. See?
Ooh, okay.
Goes away, her eye level
What
never
the fuck
changes.
is that, man? It's a solid black mass.
She didn't move her head at all.
No, she didn't react to it.
You see her eyes, like, they never change.
No.
You know what I mean?
They don't rotate.
It's really creepy, and we're gonna try and debunk it, see if we can figure out, is it her angle of her head? Is it some weird shadow? What's creating that? But it doesn't seem like anybody's really moving in a way that would justify that shadow. So very strange. We're not saying it's paranormal, but it's definitely an eerie catch. Good job.
Let's see if we can debunk this hand on the head.
You guys kind of get set up how it was, and then I'll direct you around a little bit. They just got in the servants' quarters. We're gonna have them get set up just like how I was with Sue, and see how it looks.
Just take a seat right there, and your hat actually looks white on camera.
Oh, perfect.
That's good.
That's right, yeah.
Here's how I was and Sue. Okay, Daryl, scoot up just a little, like a hair.
Daryl, scoot up just a little like a hair.
That's perfect. Now just kind of tilt your head like you're looking down, and then you look at the door to the servants' quarters.
This is basically recreating the shot. So we wanted to see if like maybe tilting your head created some kind of pixelation or something. Yeah.
I have Jeff stand behind, put his hand on top of Daryl's head, see what that looks like. I can only really see your sleeve, but just put it on top of Daryl's head. Just see what it looks like. It's still nothing that dark. I don't know, guys. This might be something. This might have been a shadow hand going on top of Sue's head. I'm not seeing anything that looks close to it. Yeah, guys, I don't see anything that looks like it. If you guys want to come in here, I'll give you a look. You guys.
But if you're not looking for it, you'd never see it. Like a fan saw that and sent it to us.
Yeah, fantastic catch.
The original recreation.
See, it's like no matter what it does.
Like it's definitely dark behind him.
Right.
Yeah, but no, that was something definitely moving.
It covers the head.
Man.
Yeah.
It's like something like, dude.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying. It's like, yeah, pixelation's horrible, cameras suck, but nothing, no movement that you did recreated that.
No.
I think we might have something here, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I really like this piece. I can feel the old cringing.
That was perfectly still.
Over his head. So look, you can hardly see.
Oh yeah,
your
you barely
hand.
see my hand.
See your sleeve.
Yeah, you can't see your hand at all.
But it's not
no.
that pitch black.
It's like
No.
you're in a green screen or some shit.
But it's pretty clear. It's not the same.
Look at that, man.
Dude, that goes just like that.
Yeah.
It kind of goes back.
Yeah, like if she had a hat on, it would have pulled it off.
That was freaking crazy.
That's what this project's all about, you know? You guys caught this.
Yeah.
You guys are part of this.
We couldn't debunk it.
No. No form of like moving, rotating, and you would see the eyes would move with the head.
Right, her eye level never changes.
Nope.
I don't know what it is. We had the angle exact, the lighting exact, tried everything we could. I can't explain it. It looks like something behind her, puts his hand up on her head. When they come in to say what they saw, it almost reacts in a way like they see me, like, oh, they reacted to me. And then when it sees that they weren't talking about it, it puts its hand back up. It's really creepy. I don't know how to explain it.
My name is medium Bianca Rose, and I am here at My Haunted Manor USA with my best friend, the Queen of Darkness, Shannon Collins, and my good friends Ryan and Nick at Paranormal Theory. So upon arriving to My Haunted Manor USA, Daryl and Trey walk us through the entire building, and they bring us down into the basement.
I'll kind of give you a little tidbit of what happened. I was in California. I had an event out there, and when I was out there, I purchased a haunted doll. I brought the doll back here to the building that same day. I couldn't be here. I was here for a couple hours with Trey. We had some people coming in from the UK who were going to stay the night. Came in. I had to leave. I had to go to Boobies. I had an event at Boobies that night. So I left, and that's when all this stuff happened to Trey here.
Yeah.
The spirit attached to the doll is a she?
Hmm?
The spirit attached to that doll is a she?
We don't know.
Yeah, still trying to figure that out. And we're not 100% sure if that's exactly what kicked up everything that night. Still kind of doing tests with that because it's just been a month, since we brought that in. But that night was the craziest night. and I saw something down here that I've never seen before.
Was it on all fours? Have long stringy hair.
Yeah. It's like this. Looked like a naked woman with dark skin. Or like something like little like this.
Not a child.
Crouched.
What was that? Almost like she was running away.
Yeah, it went from that left pillar, crouched, to the right. I saw dark hair and like...
Yeah.
It's weird you say all fours because
I
it was.
saw her
Did
in
you?
my deprivation tank. It was the scariest thing ever.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah,
I
Like,
feel
why
like
would she know that,
that's
first
not
of all?
public. That's not public. We haven't put that out there.
It's in my notes. I could show you.
I would love to
It's
see it.
upstairs.
That's amazing. Yeah. I didn't want to go into too much detail about it because I wanted to see if you picked
Well,
up
we
on it.
actually
I
later
don't
on that
think
night
it's human.
caught it on
You
camera.
know, I had a weird feeling like that too.
That it goes from that form to a black mass, but it likes to present itself in that form. Did it go from the, say you're standing in the hallway, does it go from the right side across to the left?
In what hallway are we talking?
Possibly the second floor. This is
yeah.
above.
Yeah.
We'll show you.
That's what the lady saw.
It was like that. I shouted, I just went across like that.
I saw it scurry across
Yeah.
the floor on all fours, and she or
That's
it
so-
has no boobs, no like no gender parts. But
Yeah.
it likes to take the form of a female with the long hair, but it's not human. And when it goes to its normal, it's like a black mass, which it's not even like a shadow figure. It's just a giant like blob of blackness, but it likes to look like that.
So you think
That's
it's
weird.
you think it's attached to the doll?
I didn't ask what it was attached to,
Okay.
but I know it's attached to something.
I am Ryan.
And I'm Nick.
We are Paranormal Theory. So yeah, we're in the basement, and Bianca mentions that she had a vision in her tank of this creature, and she kind of describes it as like almost like a witch, real skinny, all black, long black stringy hair in the basement, but it's crawling on all fours. And it was wild because Bianca didn't know about what Trey knew and what Trey saw. And what Trey saw was exactly what Bianca described.
This entity, this thing that people were seeing, she actually saw this in a vision before she came here and explained it almost to a T, once again, what she saw. Remember, she's never been here before. Tonight is the first night. She's only been here for about an hour. Now, this is not public. This is nothing that's left this building. So there's no way she would know this. So it's going to be interesting to see the notes. This is what I want to see. I want to see what she actually wrote down. And so Trey and I are going to try to catch up with her now and see if we can actually have a conversation with her on camera to tell us what's in these notes and show them to us and read them to us.
So, connected to the manor where I filmed this weekend, I walked through the doors and yelled out hello. There was a man with big, heavy boots. You could hear him lugging around the halls and stairway, the main stairs. Upstairs, I saw this naked, skinny old lady with long, stringy hair crawling around on the floor, on all fours, at least the second floor or top floor, going across the hall from one room through the doorway on the left. Was it what I saw in the beginning? Because in the beginning, I saw that face that pops up. It had one red eye and one like a brown black color, but the one eye. So like how the iris? Mm-hmm. It was all red and one black, and I could see from the neck up with its hair, and it was just like in my face, and I was like what is that? And this was written on 12/4. Today is 12/6. I also wrote Underground Railroad, saving slaves, so many children in hiding, poltergeist activity, doors open and close. Possible cat spirit to you, they make noise. I wonder if that's just the real cat in the building. I don't know. Also, I wrote something about a crash nearby, something with a train or the train moved, something about like toy bowl.
It was stuck because there was a really big train crash here in Colombia that killed a lot of people back in the turn of the century.
So not only did medium Bianca Rose pick up on the apparition that Trey and our guest just recently saw, she also picked up on a train accident, which I didn't even know about until just recently. There was a train accident, there was a trolley accident just on the outskirts of town. This is a really crazy story that could have a really dark twist to it. We're gonna get the history right on this, pull apart rumor from fact, and bring you guys more information in an upcoming episode.
I talked about like toy ball or something, if you have that around here, rolling across the floor. I wrote down the name Emma. I also wrote the town is a giant vortex.
I believe the whole town is sort of has something going on. We don't know what it is. I mean, why is it so much death, for especially children? And I've always been a believer that sudden death, they weren't ready to go off the earth. So that's why I believe there's a lot of stuff going on in this town.
And I also said, be careful. The manor is listening to us, just like we are listening to them. Jeff, the children think you keep them safe. Shadow cast on the wall wearing a crown. That was the last thing I saw. It was like a big shadow figure that I saw casted across the wall, and it looked like it was wearing a crown.
Could it have been the Queen of Darkness?
Could have been the Queen of Darkness.
I am the Queen of Darkness, Shannon Michelle Collins, and I am here at My Haunted Manor. So I met Daryl and Trey at the Gettysburg Bash, and from there I was invited here, and I just felt this really strong urge that I needed to bring Bianca with me. So Bianca actually had in her notes something about a train crashing and things like that. There were so many aspects of the different claims that they have here that I feel like she nailed all of them and then some. I saw their reaction and that made me feel like, holy crap. Like, what did we walk into? So it's pretty incredible.
It's exactly what Trey saw that night. She explained it to us. She read the notes, and the notes are very detailed, very long. It's not like, it was one or two sentences. Her explaining what she saw in this building before she got here, and it's creepy, to be honest with you. It's pretty interesting to see that a psychic picked up on this before they even came into the building, of something that was seen here, by Trey and the UK girls. So what I think of it, I don't know yet. I honestly don't know. It's showing up in people's visions as well as people seeing it in real time. So I have yet to see it. Jeff has yet to see it, but I don't know if we want to see it, to be honest with you. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens here over the next several months, and try to figure out what's going on here in season 2 with this new apparition or this entity, this thing.
There's a lot of people out there that say that they're mediums and psychics when they're probably not. But when it comes to Bianca, I absolutely believe in her and what she's saying. There's no doubt about it that she's credible in this field as a medium, and there's no way that she would have known this. The only people that knew this were Daryl, Jeff, and myself, and the 3 ladies from the UK. The fact that she's having these visions, though, is a little worrisome. What is this thing and what's its power? How did it know that she was coming here, and how did it present itself to her? We got to really tread carefully with this one.
Do you want to investigate My Haunted Manor USA?
Part of the My Haunted project, filmed right here in the Samuel Miller Mansion in Columbia, PA.
They're doing
With 24-hour surveillance monitored by professional paranormal investigators.
Yeah.
Right?
Did you see that?
If you experience it,
We'll capture it live.
There was just a loud bang. Oh, What was that?
Real people with real experiences.
What the is that?
Out of the corner of my eye, I just saw a shadow really quick.
It's been a good experience every single time.
I would definitely come back again.
Book your investigation now at myhauntedproject.org.
This is My Haunted Manor, USA.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have that going, that'll get you in there. And I can get...
Oh, my music.
Oh wow.
Is that yours? It's ours. It never goes off. The thing never
Yeah,
goes
honestly,
off.
like, you brought that to Sweet Springs.
It never goes off anywhere. If that thing goes off, it's like 1 in a million. Like, that's incredible.
Or can you please turn on that lantern over there? Like I said, we can't see, so we need some light.
So I now know that their music box is behind me, and it's looking this way towards the hole.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like...
Since you know what the music box is, that's the bell. But the music box that you set off earlier, can you stand in front of it and make it go off longer?
I find it so amazing that you're making that play for me.
Already, I mean, pretty quickly, they got the music boxes going off. No one's even over there. I don't know what could be possibly setting that off.
That's my throat making a gurgle.
I'm gonna do a flash. I didn't mean to do that before, so warning. Oh, take a picture.
Both
I
of
mean,
Thank you.
close your eyes.
That was both of them. So during our investigation, we had 2 different types of music boxes kind of pointing towards this back room in the basement where Trey has seen this figure. What was odd for us, and it was the first time that it's ever happened, was both music boxes would go off at the same time. Completely different brands. Ours has gone off, and it kind of made us think like, okay, maybe it's picking up something. But we've worked with Bianca in this specific music box. That thing has never gone off.
And that's it. And especially watching her react to it was interesting to see, because when ours goes off, like, we kind of look at that a little bit more if it's the sensor getting wet, moisture in it. But hearing hers go off exactly the same time definitely showed that something was in that intersection coming out of that back room.
Yeah, and we really do think that it's this figure that Bianca had a vision of and what Trey has seen before. Bianca, I swear when I turned to look at you talking,
Did you see something to the left?
I swear you were standing right here. But it was like a flash image.
I know exactly what you meant, because when I looked over here, I saw a man standing.
Oh, now I feel nauseous. Oh.
Do you want me to sit there?
No, it's alright.
Something about that spot over there made me very uncomfortable. I don't know why.
Temperature down here is getting colder. There's a cold breeze coming in.
My eyes kind of dry.
Alright guys, we're about to do a group session in the kids' room, 2nd floor. See what happens.
Alright, so we got everyone together in the 2nd floor. Right now we're running Phasma Box. Nick's over there. Trey's right there. Bianca and Shannon are cuddled together for warmth.
Yeah.
I am also going to turn on the Ovulus.
Here's the woman that we see scurrying around up here.
I hear them talking or something.
I hear them talk.
You hear them talk, yeah. You can hear us. I had to. Oh.
Are you joining us?
I think that thing's dying.
No, that's a new battery.
Why don't you come into the room all the way?
Can you step away from the music box?
Can you come in here? Join us?
If you feel like it is dying, you could grab the other music box.
question.
What, you have a question?
I'm sure you know me by now. My name is Trey. These are my friends. What was that?
I don't know.
It sounded like a fire alarm, like a fire truck horn.
They came here to meet you. They want to know your story.
Sounded like it said, like, go.
It first it said, call me.
Call me. That's what I heard.
And then go.
What now? What now? Yeah.
Sound like a kid say, "Hi, Dad." That makes no sense.
Are you trying to come in here?
Why don't you come all the way in till the music stops? I don't know why he's poking. Did you say Binks? Yeah, come inside.
That was a weird voice.
What did it say?
I don't know.
Does the train give you energy?
You know, I was wondering that earlier. Every time the train went by, I thought, wow, I bet you that's giving energy.
That's our theory.
So we moved the music box out of that area, right? And then we put the bell there. Now the music box isn't doing anything, and the bell's going crazy. What's the name of the cat? Kitty. Did you hear that? That's awesome. Kitty. Is that what you call her? Kitty? What sound does a cat make?
Yeah.
I swear that's what it sounded like.
Is there a
Okay.
It said,
"Is there a cat?"
I think I heard that too.
Yeah, there's...
It's almost like they're confused, like there's a cat?
Thank you to the fan who saw the shadow hand on Sue's head in the servants' quarters. That's what this project's all about. You know, everyone watching this is a part of this. You guys aid us in this investigation. And if you ever see anything in one of these episodes that we might have missed, reach out and we'll look into it. And you know, in this case, we went in there, we couldn't debunk it. So we think this was a shadow hand going over Sue's head, and this was the same exact time that they saw the shadow anomaly crossing that door. This could be two different shadow figures at the same time appearing. Could one of them be attached to baby Anne Boleyn? If you want to see more of their investigation tonight, head on over to Paranormal Theory on YouTube and check out their episode from here at the Manor.
It's amazing that Bianca Rose had that vision of the same thing that Trey saw and the same thing that the women from the UK saw. It's pretty surreal. We don't know what that means for her to have that vision, you know, right before she comes here. But it's very strange. We want to know who this woman is. Is she connected to the doll? You know, what is the connection? So there's lots more mystery to be solved there. But that is really, really interesting that she saw that vision.
It's a whole new chapter for us here at My Haunted Manor USA. It's something we're really going to have to say, the three of us are going to have to really delve into, and the people behind the scenes that work with this, the historians and things of that nature, and figure out what's going on here, guys. So once we know, like I said, we'll let you know, and you'll see it here all in season 2.
If you are ever thinking of coming to My Haunted Manor USA, I highly encourage it. If I were to place My Haunted Manor USA in my top 10, it would hit the top 3. If you want to come here to actually encounter a paranormal experience, this is the place to be. This is the place to be if you want to get the validation and the knowing that there is life after death, that there is more than what meets the eye, it is not all black and white. There is so much more that is in between. And if you want to experience that for yourself, this is the property to come and see.
We got some amazing events coming up. We have our Halloween party. We have the Parakids event where we have, kids in training, learning how to be a paranormal investigator.
So we just kind of stare at this all night.
I'd like to watch this.
That's gonna be an amazing event. So hopefully you guys check that out and come check us out here, myhauntedmanor.com, and we'll see you here.